Hello my beautiful souls, I hope that you're doing great and that you choose your priorities very well. Speaking about, whether we speak about life or about people, anyway, it will be subject for today, and I would like to remind you of some things to question and to make you think more, of course. But before I continue to talk about this, I would like to present myself in case that you're new to my channel. My name is Rina. My intention is to help you by simplifying your life, at least that I'm trying to do. I'm sharing with you things about life, like I said, everything that crosses my mind and I see that it can be useful for you. I'm sharing everything that I'm sharing with you based on my experience, knowledge, education, many other things. Simply I want to share with you for free, and in case that you find things that I do that serve you, please consider to subscribe to my channel. That way you're going to support my work and you're also going to motivate me to continue doing what I'm doing right now. Simplest way to show your gratitude. And in case that you are not new to my channel, welcome back. You shouldn't prioritize those who treat you like an option. That's why boundaries serve. We teach others how to treat us by what we allow and what we stop. And your boundaries must come from the right place, from the place of self-love. Many people build walls around them thinking those are boundaries, but no. When you build walls around you, that means that your walls are coming from the place of fear. So how to distinguish between these two? Simply because when you know your boundaries, you will always give 100% in any kind of relationship. Of course that you're going to prioritize those you like or you care about. You give 100%, then it means that you are going to avoid future regrets. You won't live in uncertainty from your part. You know that you should always give the best from you, but you will never forget that you deserve the best as well. That's when your boundaries come from the place of love. So you will be aware that every single time that you don't feel appreciated, respected, and equally important to someone, you will notice that and you won't run away or you won't get mad or whatever. You'll be aware that it's a perfect time for communication and conversation, because communication is key for any kind of relationship. Honest communication, but honest communication with yourself in the first place and then with others. Please never underestimate the power of good, open, honest communication. Communication, like I said, is key for any kind of relationship. Simply because life happens. Some people aren't aware that maybe they take you for granted, or they don't put enough effort in relationship. You never know, because it can happen to all of us.
No, not now, I'm busy.
So you know that it is the moment to speak up. Don't exclude yourself from this, that maybe you are taking someone for granted. And when they communicate to you, never forget this, that it can happen to all of us. Don't exclude yourself from this. Because when it comes to boundaries serve simply, we teach others how to treat us by what we allow and what we stop. Other people don't know our boundaries, hence you must know your boundaries, and you must speak, you must vocalize your boundaries, because none of us are mind reader. Don't expect from others to read your mind. Why would they do that? You don't speak other people's mind. You expect from them honesty, so give them the same thing. And then you must sit down and speak. That's why communication is key for any kind of relationship. Simply, it seems that people skip this part and they just get mad because they think that someone is taking them for granted without even talking to them in the first place, and the other person remains like, what the fuck happened? Don't assume, don't overthink, just talk. If you see that nothing is changing, because many people will just say, oh, that's not true, then you must, again, communication is key. Then you must explain your point of view and let them talk from their point of view. If you match and if you're on the same page, of course that you will continue to stay together. It doesn't matter what kind of relationship, but at least there should be some kind of changes there, because once you said something, it is enough. Because it is not about having free time. You must understand to learn to distinguish between those who have free time and talk to you in their free time, and those who make free time for you. And again, many people, when they hear this, it's like the slap to their face, because they are not aware of that they choose their priorities. I know it's hard truth, but it is true. You choose. Time is given to all of us, you know. It depends from all of us how we are going to spend it. And you know, whether your priority is to, you don't forget to wash your teeth, or maybe you do, oh, don't do that, or to drink your coffee in the morning, because you know that it's going to make you feel good, right? So why would you do something to who cares about you? Why would you forget about them? Why don't you question your priorities instead of getting angry when someone says to you, oh, but I'm not your priority? Don't get offended, please. Just step back and think. Let other person talk to you and listen what they have to say. And if you see that is not correct, then you can verbalize your point of view. There is no need to, you know, get offended or angry. And even then, if you say, but I'm busy, maybe you can be busy, but no one is busy all the time. At least you can take some time to send a message and to say, listen, I am busy, but I'm thinking about you. How this sounds to you. So don't ever say that you are busy, or that you know, that you don't take other people for granted. It can happen to all of us. Just be aware of that.
I've been a little busy.
We all have time. We all can make time if we want to do something, and we can all make excuses when we don't want to do something. Just don't hide behind those excuses, and don't treat other way like, you know, you're superior. Hence why you should choose your priorities very carefully. You should invest your time in those who invest in you. You never underestimate the power of good communication, but first of all with yourself, in the first place, honest communication. To see where you put your time to. Do you receive the same thing? If not, always speak up how you feel. If not, it's never too late. As long as you know what you bring to the table, never be afraid to get up from the table and to move on when you see that simply is not served the same thing for you.
I'm busy, you're weird, goodbye.
Why would you do that? If this works for you, if you put your energy and effort in someone who treats you like an option, you do you. Okay? But I just want to make you think more. And I hope that this was inspiring for you, to make you think about your people, your surroundings, and to choose your people very carefully, because they will affect your life. So you want someone who will treat you in the way that you deserve, and you deserve to be treated in the way you treat other people. So never forget this. This video was more about people. You choose to be part of your life. Nothing. Till my next video, I will continue to love you, and you know, in a certain way, you are my priority.